Welcome to Friday Night Frenzy, the show my mom doesn't watch. I'm Sam Ali, and it's playoff time for UP football, and that means it's win or go home. If that was the case with my jokes, I'd be going home a lot, and my wife hates that. We begin our playoff coverage tonight in Division 4 as Escanaba hosted Bay City John Glenn. Third quarter, Eskimos already up big. They hand the ball off to the big man, Cody Vandermissen, and he walks into the end zone for the touchdown. Escanaba takes a 40-7 lead midway through the third. The Bobcats would get the ball back and try to stage a comeback. Brandon Valier scores for Bay City John Glenn, but they were still down 26. And the comeback would continue in the fourth. Joe Long dropping back to pass, and this one has a little too much air under it as Courage Kruger comes up with the interception, and he has the courage to take it back and gain a couple more yards for the Eskimos. And with under a minute left in the game, all that was needed to be done was take a knee. And Escanaba opens the playoffs with a win for the second year in a row, 40-14, the final score. So the Eskimos are moving on, and they will host Alma, who defeated Flint Powers Catholic tonight. No announcement yet on what time that game will be, but I'm guessing it will be Friday night. Let's go to Division 5. It was Kingsford versus Gladstone. Flivers have won 18 straight over the Braves, and tonight would be more of the same. Closing seconds of the first half, Sawyer Perpich to Luke Tyrion, and check out that catch by Tyrion as he takes it into the end zone for the touchdown. 4 TDs on the night for Tyrion as Kingsford led 34-12 at the half. Third quarter now, Flivers in complete control. Handoff goes to Trevor Pavolo, and he pounds it into the end zone as Kingsford steamrolls Gladstone 56-26. So the Flivers move on, and they will face the winner of tomorrow's game between Hancock and Menominee. Kickoff for that game is set for 1 o'clock. Let's jump over to Division 8. We go to Norway as the Knights battled RiverHarris. First quarter, Broncos inside the 10-yard line, and that should be a piece of cake for Colton Brunette as he scores. Two-point conversion no good, so it's 6-0 BRH. Second quarter, Knights answer back. They fake the jet sweep and hand off to Jake Dolford, who scores the TD, and it was gravy the rest of the way as Norway wins it 27-14. The Knights, they move on to face West Iron County as the Wycons win a shootout with Lake Linden-Hubble 35-26 thanks to 5 touchdowns from Westpac Player of the Year Jace Brockhagen. On the other side of the brackets, it was the end of the line for Newberry as the Indians fall to Frankfort 48-6. The Panthers will now face the winner of tomorrow's game between Munising and Gaylord St. Mary. Kickoff for that one is 3 p.m. Let's head to Crystal Falls for some 8-man action. North Central beginning their quest for a three-peat against Forest Park. First quarter, Trojans give the rock to Connor Bordolini, and Rumble, young man Rumble. He bobs and weaves near midfield, makes a break towards the far sideline before he's knocked out of bounds near the 20-yard line. And then a few plays later, ball inside the 5-yard line, and it's Peter Ropiak who takes it in for 6 plus 2, and the Trojans are up 8-0. Little later, Jets looking to respond. Hunter Riley drops back, and he's got a man down the middle. It's Lucas Dombrowski, and he will get tackled by his ankles inside the 20-yard line. A couple plays later, Jets hand it off to Travis Bentley, and he bounces off a defender and takes this one into the end zone. Two-pointer no good, so the Jets were still down 8-6. But the Trojans were determined to knock off the defending champs. Ropiak gets the ball again, and he finds the end zone again. Over 100 yards and 3 TDs for Ropiak as Forest Park knocks off North Central 20-6. They will face the winner of our next game, and that game was in Rapid River as they were at home taking on Engadine. First quarter, Rockets strike first. Brent Lundquist scores on the QB dive. Two-pointer is good, and Rapid River leads 8-0. Ensuing drive for the Eagles gets it to the goal line, pitch outside to Scout Bigger, and on this play, he lives up to his name. Bigger scores, and the two-point conversion ties this game at 8. The Rockets would answer back on their next drive. Lucas Sundling with the handoff. He breaks an arm tackle, takes this one down the near sideline, and Sundling will score the touchdown as Rapid River retakes the lead. Engadine were underdogs in this game, but clearly they didn't get the memo. Andrew Blanchard with the quarterback keeper breaks a couple tackles, and he will score, and it's Engadine stunning Rapid River on the road 38-28. The Eagles will face Forest Park next week in the regional finals. More from D2 8-man as Pickford blasts Atlanta 42-0. The Panthers move on to face Onekama next week in the regional finals. And in the Division 1 for 8-man football, Stevenson defeats Ontonagon 34-14, and Cedarville blanks Rudyard 20-0. The Eagles and Trojans will meet next week in Stevenson for the regional title game. And the action doesn't stop tonight, as tomorrow in Division 6, Calumet takes on Traverse City St. Francis at 1 p.m. The winner will face Maple City Glen Lake, who knocked off undefeated Boyne City 28-7. And in Division 7, Westwood battles Elk Rapids at 1 o'clock. Winner of that game will face Lake City, who beat McBain tonight. In WCHA hockey action tonight, Michigan Tech was out in Mankato taking on Minnesota State, and the Mavericks get the win over MTU 3-1. Justin Miziak, the lone goal for the Huskies. These two teams will be back at it again tomorrow night. Let's get some volleyball scores now, and Northern Michigan gets their 5th straight win as they top Lake Superior State 3-0. Kayla Chosa paced the Cats with 14 kills and a .667 hit percentage. Michigan Tech also got the win in their match over Saginaw Valley State 3-1, the final there. The Wildcats and Huskies also met on a snowy pitch in women's soccer tonight, and Jenna Hallinan scores her 8th goal of the season in double overtime as NMU wins their season finale over MTU 1-0, the final score. That'll do it for me on this edition of Friday Night Frenzy. Don't forget, both NMU basketball teams will be in exhibition action tomorrow and Sunday at the Berry Events Center. And if you want to just stay home, there's college football tomorrow as Michigan hosts Rutgers and Michigan State is on the road against Northwestern. Northern Michigan will be in Allendale taking on Grand Valley State, and Michigan Tech is at home against Davenport. Then on Sunday, the Lions face off against the Steelers. All right, I'm heading out. Jimmy Kimmel is next here on ABC 10. From all of us here at the station, have a great night and a great weekend. We'll see you here on Monday. Adios.